This horrifying image, a monstrous figure with wild, frenzied eyes sinking his teeth into his own child, the raw terror, the sheer madness. This is Saturn devouring his son, one of the most disturbing paintings in history. But do you know the dark, unsettling story behind it? A nightmare on canvas. This isn't just any painting, it's one of the 14 infamous black paintings, artworks so haunting, so filled with despair, that they were never meant for public eyes. Francisco Goya, a once celebrated Spanish painter, created these chilling works directly on the walls of his home between 1820 and 1823. But why? What drove him to paint such horror? The myth behind the madness. The painting is based on an ancient Roman myth. Saturn, known as Cronus in Greek mythology, was consumed by fear. A prophecy warned him that one of his own children would rise up and overthrow him. And so, in a desperate act of self-preservation, he did the unthinkable. He devoured them, one by one, swallowing them whole. But Goya's version, it's far worse. Here, Saturn doesn't just swallow his child, he tears into him, eyes wide with insanity, fingers clawing at the limp body. The darkness, the agony. It's almost unbearable to look at. But why did Goya make it so much more gruesome? Goya's descent into darkness. By the time he painted this, Goya was old, deaf, broken. He had lived through Spain's brutal wars, had seen the corruption of leaders, the suffering of people. Disillusioned and isolated, he poured his fears, his nightmares, his rage, onto the walls of his home. This painting wasn't for an audience. It wasn't for fame. It was a scream in the dark, a silent, horrifying reflection of his own despair. A chilling mystery. And here's something truly eerie. What we see today might not even be what Goya painted. When the painting was removed from the walls and transferred onto canvas after his death, some details could have been lost, or even altered. Some believe Saturn originally had a completely different expression. Was he more sorrowful, more enraged? We may never know. What do you see? So now I ask you, what do you think this painting truly represents? Is it just mythology? Or is it something deeper, something more personal? Let me know in the comments. And if you love diving into the dark and mysterious world of art, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's so much more to uncover.